This is Weekend Work on Shade 45.
Radio, Coach PR, love Dinero, and this is Weekend Sports.
Weekend
I'm going to let you do the
Sports,
introduction of all the people we got because it's Memorial Weekend, and we talking sports right now, man.
We talking sports. First of all, let me introduce Gerald B over there. Gerald B is from the, you know him from the NBA channel over there in Sirius XM. We see him every weekend. Thank you, G. Appreciate you.
Yes,
right? And on the other side, we have Mr. Bonzi Wells, former NBA player.
Yeah.
What's up, Bonzi?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good.
On the other end over there, speaking of Bad Boy Radio, the former Bad Boy, Mr. Rasheed, the ball don't lie, Wallace. You know what I'm saying? I got my Knicks hat represent. I ain't got nothing else but the Knicks, Chief. So just what it is.
No doubt, no doubt.
Man, first of all, I'd like to thank you very much. Shout out to Viola right there. He got the hat represent for Al Harrington and the boys.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I had my bottle. So I got my purple bottle downstairs.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. But it's Weekend Sports. First of all, how are you guys doing during this quarantine? Let's get that out of the way.
Man, I'm doing good. Just trying to stay active as possible. Without moving around as much. Just doing getting a lot of stuff done that I've been putting off for years. It was actually good that this world in my life had a little bit of a pause in it to get some stuff done and reflecting, and it's been good to connect with family and friends and things like that. So it was a blessing in disguise for me.
Very good, very good. That's good. And keeping safe and clean, right?
Oh, definitely all on it. It's serious. We talk about it on our show a lot, how serious this thing is, and people have to take it seriously. So I practiced a lot of it. My family practiced it. My support and cast, they practiced it. So, it's serious.
What about you, Sheed?
Yeah, man, I just been at the crib chilling. I got my daughter and my son living here with me. And man, we just been on that somewhat of a health kick because the first 2 weeks, I can see, you just laying around or whatever. But
right.
After that, it's like, all right, come on, you got to do something. So we've been, getting our walk on, riding bikes or whatever, just trying to stay active, man, working out, just walking, moving. And then when we in the crib, it's just us, we playing some games, watching some movies, and just getting more of that family interactive time. That's the silver lining that I'm looking at with this COVID.
Yeah. A lot of Netflix. I watched everything on Netflix.
Yeah, a lot of Netflix, bro. Netflix and Fire Stick.
And Fire Stick, right? Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Hey man, I was fortunate to still be, working with these guys here on the show, and then doing the other show on the NBA radio side. Just staying in the house, man, and just really understanding how important it is to have that mental space and that mental state because, trying to get outside as much as possible, you got to have a mask on. And it's just like a scurry around.
Everything is so different right now.
Yeah. And it's easy to get, in a sense, disappointed and sad. People don't really communicate. And, if you see somebody, people really just, in a sense, it's just been tough because you just see kindness kind of out the window because people are so panicky and fearful that it makes you want to stay inside, but you got to get outside. And sometimes what I do is I just get outside. Me and my lady this past weekend walked like 3.5 miles and stuff, and it just felt refreshing just to get outside and breathe some air because you're just staying inside. So slowly but surely, man. But it could be worse, but I'm blessed, man.
Yeah, for
sure. That's good, man. That's good. This is what we're gonna do. Love, you gonna play some music? Come right back.
We gotta turn up a little bit,
We gotta turn it up. It's Memorial Day weekend. They got their flag. City. They got Colts. He got rid of Tampa. I'm glad you went just for Knicks right now. And let's play some music. Come right back, love.
It's the Weekend Work. Bad Boys of Radio.
Triple H Shade 45 is the Bad Boys of Radio. DJ Love Dinero, Coach PR. We have special guest family. Gerald Bonzi, Rasheed Wallace, man. You guys, man, you got your own show. Tell us about you got your podcast going on, right? Let's get technical. Tell us about that, bro.
Yeah, let's get technical, man. It's a podcast with Bonzi, Gerald, and myself, and really, I gotta say Bonzi's the mastermind behind it, real talk.
Really?
For me, I say it took about at least a year and some change for him to convince me to do it, because he been on my ass about it, yo. Come on, She, you know, we should do this, we should do that. You know, we got too much knowledge out here. All these cornball ass dudes out here got theirs. We should get ours. I'm like, nah, Bonds, I'm good. I'm good coaching this high school team. But he just kept at it. And then next thing I know, boom, he introduced me to G. And then we was like, all right, bet, let's go get it. 3 Amigos. And next thing you know, Let's Get Technical is born.
Yo, I wonder how you came up with the name Let's Get Technical. Let me wonder.
Totally.
Let me wonder how.
We just grabbed it out the sky.
Was that?
I plead the fifth.
Was that? Yeah, I figured. Was that like the first thing you guys came up with? Because once I hear it, I see shit. I'm like, yeah, that fits perfectly. Like, how did that go?
Well, you know, it was something I had on my mind for a while, and you know, Rasheed is, like you said, he's my OG, and he's somebody I always looked up to, and you know, we're connected, you know, basketball wise, you know, forever. You know, we've always, you know, everybody when they talk Rasheed, they talk Bonzi, technical fouls, and all that stuff. So when I finally convinced him, it kind of took me by surprise. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." So I automatically started scrambling, and the first name that came on mind was technical foul. We're gonna name it technical foul.
Right.
And, you know, she was like, "Nah, Bonds, man, that's a little too much for me." So I had to go remix it. I was like, "Okay, if we're gonna talk, let's get technical."
That's a perfect name.
And it just had a good ring to it. And you know, Rasheed, who's the artist of the group, you know, he made a nice sketch of the guy doing the technical foul, and we all started doing our collaborative efforts. And you know, and I want to give G a shout out too, because G was the one who helped me myself kind of turn the corner with it, because I was coming on his show and he was like, you know, Bonds, you talk real good. Why don't you, you know, think about doing this for a living? And, you know, I appreciate G for kind of getting the ball rolling for me to even, you know, try to do this. And then once Rasheed said, yeah, you know, the rest is history and we're trying to make it.
And I think it worked out good as well, because with G, he brings a lot of, you know, background action with doing, you know, older podcasts and having his own shows and been in the media and everything. So it's like we got that experience from, you know what I mean, from each side of it. G was from the media side, and then me and Bonds with us playing, and we just bring it together.
Yeah, work together.
So G's more like you, like the mediator, like he got some, you know, be like in the middle of you guys, or like how's it going? Like how you doing? How you dealing with them, G?
G's like Molly Quorum. He's like the Molly Quorum or the.
Yo, where's the doll at, ball? Don't lie.
You know I got it. I got my Rasheed bobblehead.
We talking basketball and stuff, and you talk about stuff like that, right? You know, last week was the last episode 9 and 10 of The Last Dance. I want to know what y'all thought about the series. What y'all take on it?
I mean, I loved it. I look forward to it. You know, me being an Indiana guy, you know, Chicago was right there next to us, so all the games was local. So I kind of followed the movement. I patterned a lot of my game after Scottie Pippen, so it was cool to really be able to watch some of the backstory stuff on him, Jordan. Yeah. I like 9 and 10 because it gave us a look into Steve Kerr, and we both had a chance to play with Steve Kerr in Portland, and Steve Kerr was always cool. I seemed like he was always about the culture. Now when I saw the backstory with his family and how he was raised, I understand why Kerr is the way he is now and why he's a great coach, because he's relatable. Steve is very, very cool. He's hip, you know, and I'm not gonna say he don't see color, but Steve understands, what players go through, especially African American players, and I always respected him. So that was always good. That was good to be able to see from my perspective.
He understands the people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. What you thought about it?
Yeah, it was good, man. I think for all of those out there who are Bulls fans and Jordan fans, I know they definitely loved it. I think for me, the most part where I got some new insight was with the whole Jerry Krause thing, and you know the way that they treated Pip and how he wouldn't get paid, and then how pretty much the team was against Jerry Krause and that whole front office inner turmoil. That part I didn't know about. Like all the other basketball stuff I knew about. Like we already knew Mike was a good player.
Did y'all know about the pizza though? Did anybody know about the pizza, the food poisoning?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard about the fact
Yeah.
that it was some
Really?
And I could believe it because Utah's hell.
I was
They ain't nothing new. They ain't nothing new.
Utah boy. He lucky. The only thing he had was food poisoning.
Is that something that really happens on you know, like you go someplace, they'll give you some fucked up food? Is that what happens?
Yeah, that happens, man. You know, if it's a big game,
Yeah.
like I know when I was playing with Detroit and we was playing against Cleveland, it was only one restaurant I went to because that was the only restaurant that I trusted. Yeah. And I trusted the cook and everything. Everybody, no, I'm not eating nowhere else because you never know, yo.
And you from Detroit, so hell yeah, they was like, nah, fuck you, shit, eat shit.
You never know. You know, somebody put something in my lunch, and then, you know, come time, it's game time, I got the BGs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
crazy sometimes.
Hey, let's get into some more music, man. Let them take over, love. What they want to get into, man.
Well, it's more of the weekend, so we turning up right now. So I want y'all to take over. What y'all want to get into?
Yeah, man. It's barbecue weekend. That's what y'all got for us.
Man, put on that Philly, get jiggy with it. No, I'm just fine.
Hey, how about some Cool Mo D?
Will Smith.
Will Smith, what you want, she?
Got some jokes right there. Man, give me a little bit of that Biggie Who Shot You. Like, you know what I'm saying? With it being Memorial Weekend, you know, people should be at home in their backyards barbecuing. Go blast that Biggie Who Shot You for them. You know what I mean? Them old head hip hop cats.
Oh, okay. Joe, what you got? Joe said you want some Kumo D. Get out of here, Joe.
You act like that towards him. You got your Nick suit on for you. Come on.
I know, right?
Exactly. That's something. Y'all, I would just, you know what? I always felt, you know, being in Harlem dude and stuff, it was nothing like that, you know, when you had that Biggie One More Chance and you had that on. Oh, yeah, that's that good thoughts, and being that we likely not gonna be able to have that type of summer. So you know what? It'd be great to have that Biggie One More Chance on.
Yeah. All right, good. There it is. Bonzi wants Summertime from Will Smith.
Yeah, put that Summertime on.
Summertime on, right? All right, Bonzi.
Do all three. It's the Weekend Work. Bad Boys Radio. Love Dinero, Coach PR. This is how we do. Royal Weekend. Let's go. It's the Bad Boys Radio. Love Dinero, Coach PR, and this is Weekend Sports.
Weekend Sports with these guys. Let's get technical. Let's get technical. Let's get technical, bro. Let's get technical. Let's get technical with this one. I want to know, Bonzi, your top. I'm not gonna go top 5. I want top 3. Because you're slash. 2 guard, 3 guard, right?
Yeah, I'm a power guard.
Power? You power? You're power now, or you
a power guard?
Power guard. Oh, I got your power guard.
Yeah.
Your top 3 power guard. Your top 3 power forward.
My top 3 power guards. I'm gonna go Mitch Richmond.
Wow.
I'm gonna go J.R. Ryder. And I'm gonna go myself. Yeah.
You went with guys like that people wouldn't even like Mitch Richmond or J.R. Ryder. Like those are good names though. Good guys though, but
when I talk about power guards for me, for my era, I mean, I know some guys in the 80s and that played down there, but for me as a shooting guard, to be able to get down there in the trenches and be like 6'5", 6'6", and still a guard, them's who I think about in my mindset when I think about power guards, is Mitch Richmond and J.R.
Sidney Moncrief.
I didn't get a chance to really watch him like that. So I don't mean any disrespect. It was just who I saw with my eyes.
But wouldn't Magic be considered like a power guard too? Like,
nah, Magic was finesse. I'm talking about somebody that's gonna put him they're running to help. Like, man, we got to help him as soon as he get the ball because he's gonna handle him down there. He's a load. So I think about those 2 guys for sure. And it might be somebody else out there, but those 2 guys that come to my mind immediately, and then myself, because I feel like I patted myself on punishing smaller guards. That was my whole thing.
That was your thing, yeah. You was killing them down there.
Bad way at all times.
Yeah.
I want to ask both of y'all a question. Hold on. PR, you was asking a question?
Yeah, but she got to answer his top 3.
Go answer yours. Go ahead.
Oh, my top 3. For me, at that power forward spot,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say BK30, Bernard King.
Bernard King.
Sean Kemp. Grew up watching him,
amazing.
and for him to be
Indiana.
6'10", 6'11", with like a 42, 43-inch vertical, you know, I thought that was amazing. Yeah. And I would probably say for me, growing up watching, my last power forward would probably see my old head, Derek Coleman.
Wow.
DC to me changed the game a lot because, you know, DC had some handles, lefty, and you know what I mean? He had that gritty attitude. Exactly.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. That's where you got your game from, probably. Parts of that, huh?
Man, yeah. Watching that, watching a whole lot of it.
No,
I like B.O. I like B.O. I mess with B.O. Yeah. I know. I like B.O.
But no Tim Duncan?
Well, I was talking more on guys that I grew up watching.
Okay, good.
All right. Helped, like I would say, help somehow, some way molded me.
Yeah.
You ain't like Tim.
Well, you know, we got a lot of listeners that's tuned in. I want both of y'all to tell our listeners what year y'all came into the NBA and what year did y'all leave.
For myself,
when did it end?
I came in 1998 in the lockout year, and my last year was 2009.
All right, so you came in the year that the Bulls broke up. That's the year you came.
Yeah, I was sick because I was so excited to get a chance to be able to play against Mike and that Bulls team when they broke it up and Mike retired. I was sick, and I got a chance to play against Mike, but it was the Washington Wizards.
That was the Washington.
That was the Wizards. That was washed up Mike.
That was the old Mike.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you wanted that Bulls Mike.
What about you?
Man.
You don't remember when he came in?
I would say I came in 95. I retired the first time in 2010, and then I came back, played that 1 year with the Knicks in 2012. So I had my 16 years.
I said, "Boo." Let me tell you, when you won the Knicks, it was like, damn, we got him too late, but you were the perfect Knick. You know, that's the type of Knick attitude we wanted. That we wish we would. Man. You know, you got.
Melo was there. No, that was he came.
You know what? You know what's so funny? Imagine if the Knicks would have had Rasheed Wallace instead of Charles Smith when they were facing the Chicago Bulls, and it would have been Rasheed that gets the ball down there in their post. And instead of doing all this, and they're like, "Oh, they fouling me! They fouling me! Stop! They fouling me! On the foul!"
Can I tell you something real quick? I went to before we close out a Knick game. They played the Lakers.
I was there.
Charles Smith sat right next to me. I was so mad, bro. As a fan, right? I'm so tight.
With the last one they did?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was the night after. I'm so mad at him. This was the night that Kobe dropped that 60 when he dropped that 60 on us. So you know I'm extra tight, right? Looking at Charles Smith like it's all your fault. But
you
know
started
how fans
this.
get. Yeah, you know how fans get, man. How do you guys dealt with the fans? How do you deal with that? Like, how did you deal with those guys? Especially you, Sheed. You were like probably everything through. Like you went through all that shit.
I loved it, man. Like you know, they try to talk their shit to me or whatever. I'm coming right back at them. You know, especially if I'm hearing it and I can center in on
and see who it is
exactly said it. Yeah. Oh, right. I'm coming at your ass. For sure.
Tell me something that you said to a fan that he's like crazy.
Oh man, no, I just come at him with logic. You know, with this one guy talking junk to me and all of this and that. He was sitting right there by our bench, right? So when I was in the game, I heard him yapping. So then I got self-doubt. So I sat at the end of the bench, he's still yapping. So I'm going at him, right? I said, look, ho, before me and you get into it, did you pay for them tickets, yes or no? And then he's like, oh, no, my buddy here paid for them. All right, shut up, then. You can't talk.
I don't even want to talk to you.
You just trying to be seen.
No,
if you pay for them tickets, then all right, let's go at it.
Yeah, you didn't pay for a shut up. What about you?
Yeah.
She's your favorite line. I used to steal your favorite line. Shut up and enjoy your beer. When I heard she say that, I was like, I'm using that.
You used that, right? It took that, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, yo.
man, hey, listen, appreciate you guys, man, for ringing in, tapping in with us, man. Let's get technical, right?
Yes, sir.
Gerald, Bonzi, she, make sure it's every week.
Every Friday, you get it on YouTube. Let's Get Technical, as well as you can listen to it on all the platforms, streaming platforms. So, check it everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And you can check G out on, Bliss Sports on the NBA channel.
Yeah.
Every Saturday.
Sports Show on Sirius XM NBA on Saturdays, But let's get technical. That's what it is. The technical.
Let's get technical. Let's get technical.
Better give me your Instagram, Rasheed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mine is at I Am She. That's with 6 E's. I Am She. You know what I mean? Or you could catch us at Bonzi She Tech. That's where we at on Instagram or Twitter.
Yes, sir. Right. Same thing for me at Bonzi She Tech or Bonzi Wells 42. Check us out, man. Show us some love, man. Drop your questions. Do whatever you got, because we go on IG Live a lot too, man. So come support us.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Make sure you check it out. G.
I'm Gerald BLSS, short for Bottom Line Sports Show, but also Bonzi She Tech. So make sure you get all the information there. We definitely have a great, great time.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you, fellas.
No doubt, good brothers.
The Bad Boys of Radio.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
They're taking over the airwaves. So turn your radio up. Weekend work is now on.